Well, hello and welcome. We are so glad you're here with us today for another edition of Style RX. Today is going to be all about proportions, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of these intentionally oversized pieces that we have on our gorgeous Spring 21 collection. And we want to make sure that these fit you absolutely wonderful, that they are to the design intent, but also working with your personal style. So I think that Amy and I can both agree that not every piece is for everybody, but we're going to tell you how they're intended to fit and some styling tips and tricks to make those things work for you. If you're more of a tailored look type individual, then we'll show you some tricks to really play up these gently oversized pieces. But I'm going to start out today with the Roar cardigan. And this little piece has been getting all kinds of wonderful comments and reviews all over. It was one of our early release pieces, and so you've been enjoying it for about a month now, but it is one of the items that is intentionally oversized. And so you're going to see that it is full through the body, and it's also got a drop sleeve on the arm. So those are all indications that this is just designed to kind of lay on the body nicely, but it's not designed to fit. So I'm usually a cabbie size small or medium, and I'm also 5'11". I have on a medium in the Roar cardigan. And you may look at this and go, wow, well, you can size down to a small. And while that's correct, I could size down, especially in the body, because it is quite roomy through the body, which is the intent. But if I size down to a small, that's also going to pick the shoulder up, which is going to pick my sleeve up. And I already have long arms, so that's not going to be a good look for me. I am one that shooshes my sleeves up anyway, but I still want to have that full length and also for it to fit correctly. The other thing that it would do is I'm hippie, and I would not want to lose any length in this sweater, which it would in a small. And so then it would definitely break across the widest part of my hips, which again, would not be a fantastic look. So the key with intentionally oversized pieces is to wear definitely a slim leg bottom. So you'll see I have our skinny jeans on for this season in this fantastic medium wash. They're super comfortable. If you fell in love with the black skinnies from the fall, this is that same fit with a slightly different denim. And then obviously the denim, true denim instead of black, but a pair of cute yellow mules to pull out the yellow. I've also added a longer necklace to kind of draw the eye in and down. So keep your other pieces kind of close to the body when you're wearing an oversized piece. I've also got, I think this is our sunshine top. I can't remember the name of this cute little top, but it's a twofer. So it has a removable cami, and it's a piece that while it's not necessarily fitted, it does have shape to it. And it's also a lightweight material. So it just skims the body. It's not adding any extra bulk. So those are some of my just broad overarching tips to working with some oversized pieces and making them work for you. Amy?
I love that. And I love that blouse on you. It really does just flow so pretty. Okay, so what I wanted to do is give you an example of something I see a lot on a lot of people. So I am wearing our Drew jacket. Now this is my true size. So I am a size small. And just like the Roar cardigan, this also has a drop sleeve, and it is intended by design to be oversized. So you can see the way it fits me. And also I have on our little formal tee. It's just a little black t-shirt. And I have our slim boyfriend, or excuse me, our 100% boyfriends, and a fun little snakeskin boot. But what I'm showing you is how all of these pieces really kind of almost add weight to my body because the proportions are all wrong. So I want to show you how to take this exact same outfit and really kind of dress it up a little bit, or just add those one or two little tiny steps to pull all this fabric together to make me not look like I'm just kind of, I feel like I actually feel kind of just sloppy. So I'm not going to change any of the pieces. I just want to show you what I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is change this chunky boot, which by the way, is absolutely darling. And I love this boot, but I'm going to take this boot off. And instead of having something like that, I'm going to put on more of a neutral, just a fun neutral sandal that is going to give me a little more height, but it is also not going to cut. There's no eye that blocks me off from the front to the bottom of my shoe. So let me just balance here and I'll get my other shoe on. Now, obviously it's winter in Utah, so sometimes I have to have that chunky boot, but I would probably go to something a little bit less patterned and a little less bulky if I could. So now you can see immediately by adding that shoe, my legs elongated and it almost made the jeans look a little bit slimmer. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, this Drew jacket, you do not want to size down on, same reasons that Rebecca talked about with the Roar cardigan. That's the design. That's what makes it so amazing. But we talk a lot in the cabbie world about zhuzhing your sleeves. And a jacket like this with really wide sleeves is really hard to keep the sleeves up. So I'm going to take a little hair elastic that is not going to cut the circulation off my arm. And I'm just going to kind of put it all the way up over the fabric right here and then put the cuff down around that. Now look at the difference in the proportion from one sleeve to the other. So it's just this little trick of the eye. Now I am wearing that little formal tee. And so there's a couple things you can do with this. First, I see a lot of women that carry weight in their tummy and booty kind of pull their shirts down because they're self-conscious right here. But what they're doing is actually cutting the length of their leg off. So with this little shirt, all you have to do is pull this fun little drawstring and blouse it up right on your true waist. Now you can see the boyfriend where it is intended to be kind of blocky and boxy. And my leg has gotten longer because the shirt is now coming right to the mid hip. Now, if you're not comfortable with that trick, you can leave the drawstring out and do that fun little belt loop pull that I'm sure Rebecca's clients are aware of because I know mine are, but that does a similar thing. It elongates the leg. Now I have a neutral shoe and I look a little more put together. And all I did, if you look at this side of me versus this side, is just do a little tiny styling tweak and I elongated my leg by changing my shoe. The one other thing you could do, and I forgot to grab it, is do a long statement necklace, and that would also add a vertical line to the eye. So I didn't change anything other than my shoe. I tucked in my shirt a little bit different, and I kept my sleeve up. So I hope that helps a visual with a great proportion. Rebecca?
All right, well, I'm back with another one of my favorite pieces. This is our go-to blouse, and we had it a couple springs ago in white. I loved it then. It's just super floaty. And now in my favorite color for spring, this gorgeous Kelly green, I just feel like it's such a joyful top, and I love it the way it feels on. It's in our low maintenance poly, so you're gonna not have to worry about wrinkles or any of that. It's just a super nice piece. So because this is designed floaty, we've already made this a 3/4 sleeve for you. So it's highlighting what Amy was just talking about with zhuzhing up your sleeves. We've done it for you. It has a banded cuff at the front and then elastic at the back. Now this is a small, and while you're looking at this and probably going, oh, well, she's got plenty of room in that. That's true through the body. But when you start looking at my shoulders, if I wanted to do the drive test, it starts pulling. So while yes, I can wear this small, I would still probably order it in a medium for myself, simply because I am not about being constricted. I want to have full range of motion. And so then here's some styling tips that I would do. Amy just talked about the little belt loop trick. You could totally pull this through and just kind of do the half down, half up look. I think this is another top that you could easily unbutton the bottom button and then tie it up. So you've got, again, just a little bit of shape to that. This top lends itself really, really well to a front tuck. So it looks beautiful with that. Again, a long necklace that's going to kind of draw the eye in. The other thing I like to do over oversized flowy pieces is just to add a third layer over the top. And I'm going to do this beautiful sky blue scenic cardigan for you. And you can just see how that automatically creates a silhouette. I've still got the beautiful pop of color. It's got good bum coverage and everything just works really well together. Now you'll notice I have on another pair of heels. These are open backed, but they're pointed toes. And that's something that I always like. I know that the shoe this season is a square toe, but it's honestly not the most flattering shoe for you to pick. If you want to do the trends, then absolutely grab a pair, but a pointed toe is going to slim and elongate the leg, and it's just really, really a flattering toe for you to have in your closet. So make sure if you don't have a nude pair of pumps that matches the complexion of your leg with a pointed toe, that should be one of the top things on your shopping list. Amy, back to you.
Okay, that's awesome. And yes, I agree. Pointed toes are great. I do have a wide foot, so that's why I like a peep toe, because I feel like it sort of still gives you that idea. I'm really, really bad with super pointy shoes, but to elongate, absolutely, it's absolutely amazing, especially if you want a fun colored shoe. And Rebecca, we know, is the queen of amazing colored shoes. So I'm back in the same formal tee that I was in, but I did change into the skinny jean that Rebecca was in originally. And what I wanted to talk to you right now is how to create a waist through different ways. And Rebecca just talked about drawing the eye up through something cropped. She and I are on the same wavelengths again. But I wanted to show you, instead of the 100% boyfriend, if I did go back to that same Drew jacket, and I knew it was kind of cold, as I said, it's Utah. So, and I didn't know what else to do. Adding a skinny jean instead of that 100% boyfriend is great. But the other thing you can do is just wrap it around tight. We have one of the most incredible belts this season. It's called our dual belt. And you can just do this up. And what I love about this belt are there's holes that go all the way around it. So if I can see past my boobs, that would be a good thing, right? But you can just draw the waist in and create more of an open lapel here. And then this jacket now will do this fun kind of blousiness and create a waist with the jacket. Now, if you're not into belting your jackets, that's okay, because we have phenomenal jackets on the line this season. So we don't necessarily have a petite line, and everything that Rebecca and I talk about for being tall and long arms can actually work for petite women as well. So I'm going to reference some fun things right now. First, we have this crisscross blazer. It's our black ponte knit, and I see Rebecca's going to be putting it on as well, which is great because she has a fun color, but you're going to see me all. I love a column of color, which is actually going to elongate you. So if I wasn't wearing jeans and I wanted some extra length, I would do my third layer with color and then do a column of black underneath. But you can see just by putting this on, completely opposite of the Drew jacket, it automatically creates a beautiful hourglass shape. And it has this amazing stitching and really creates a great peplum. Now, why this is one of my favorite jackets can be just the same as somebody that carries their weight in their tummy. I'm very, very square. Does not matter how hard I try. I do not have a defined waist, so I have to create that. So what I love about this is the double zip feature with that stitching, and it really does pull in and give me more of a structured waist. My last option I want to show you, because I am more of a sporty girl, and so I love a good denim jacket, but I also love to change it up because I'm also a t-shirt girl. So besides front tucking and elongating your leg, just like Rebecca talked to you about in the last thing, you want the eye drawn up somehow. So our Mod Bomber jacket is perfect for that because of this knit striping. It's immediately going to bring the eye. So go ahead and zhuzh your sleeves up. They'll stay because of the nice knit. You can leave your shirt out, especially if you're a little self-conscious on that area. Definitely leave it out because look what happens. The stripes immediately bring your eye up to the waist, even though this jacket has a boxy shape. So this is great for women that maybe carry a little weight in their tummies and they're self-conscious about it. It's great for women that, like me, that are very rectangle. It's really, this is a jacket that can work for any body type because the stripes are set in right where you want the eye to come up. Now, even if I didn't front tuck my shirt in the front, it's still going to help break that up. This is really where I would say this formal tee is so cool because you don't have to overthink it. You just cinch it and pull it up just a little bit higher to create that great little peplum. And immediately my legs are longer. And I still, like with jeans, it just hangs down right below. So if you're looking for a really good basic t-shirt that's going to give you the coverage where you're self-conscious, but still create shape, there is nothing better than this formal t-shirt on the line. And just remember, you don't have to have clothes that are skin tight to create shape. In fact, it's just the opposite. When you wear clothes that are too tight or too big, it does the same thing. It's going to add weight to your silhouette. So just be very aware of the eye, and it's all just simple magic and knowing how to dress your body. Okay, Rebecca.
All right. Well, so as a hourglass, I thought I would show you this jacket, this little jacket. Now it is a size too big for me. So it would normally be, a little bit in, but I do have hips. And the thing that I usually stay away from is peplums. And I will say that with this piece, because it is our sleek ponte, it just lays really nicely and it doesn't add extra dimension to hips that we don't want. So I'm going to, I think, pass it back to Amy to wrap up, but I did forget to say about our YouTube channel when we started, and we want to make sure that you head to StyleRx on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and the bell so you're notified when these videos are uploaded, because while you can join us here live, you can also catch the recording at your own time, as your time allows.
Yep. Thanks, Rebecca. That's awesome. And we really do love doing these collaborations. We have some really fun things in the works. So let me give you a little introduction to what we're going to be doing. Rebecca and I have had so much feedback that you guys enjoy not only seeing my style tips if you're my clients, but you enjoy seeing Rebecca's and vice versa. So we are going to start swapping out so we do our little business conversation and a deeper dive every Wednesday night. We're actually going to do that the first Wednesday of the quarter. And then every 2 months after that in the quarter, we're going to start doing a collaborative preview. So you can come on live, see other cabbie addicts that love cabbie just as much as you do. You're going to see 2 different stylists. Now you're used to us, so we may even pull in a guest stylist, and we're going to actually present the entire spring collection at least every month. And we might even change up the times every once in a while. We'll try and hit you on a Saturday, maybe, but most of the time, probably on a Wednesday night, because we already have those blocked out. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So there's no pressure to host. Maybe you've already hosted and you've forgotten why you left that piece that's in your closet. You can join the preview and just watch it. We're going to try and do it live. we'll have to talk and see if we're going to record it and drop it. I don't think we will. I think we're going to keep it exclusive to those that want to join us live, but we are going to find a way for everybody to see what we actually do as stylists and why we love this so much. Speaking of guest appearances, next week, our Style RX is all about body types. So you've seen us talk about proportion, and it's a perfect transition into body types because we all have different body types and we all have situations, if you know what I'm saying, that none of us like. It's just the human experience to have a few things that maybe we don't love. But the best thing about it is learning to accentuate the parts that you do love and how to really pull that together and make it look like you spend hours in your closet when it really could just be a 5-minute fix like we did today. So we're so excited about next week. And we're going to have someone represent every body type. So I cover the rectangle, Rebecca covers the hourglass, and then we'll have 2 other stylists covering the diamond and the triangle. So don't worry, you're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to try and keep it to 30 minutes. So it'll be a quick, fun Style RX next Friday at 11 Mountain, 12 Central. Got it, Rebecca. And again, like Rebecca said, subscribe to our Style RX, share it with your friends, hit the notification button. If you guys love us and you want to help us out, spread the love and help us get some people on our YouTube page because it's brand new. So it would be really fun to see people enjoy what we do. It just inspires us, and we're all about making women feel their best. So thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week, and stay tuned for the announcement on our previews.